coming to do my labor and delivery story because my munchkin will not go to sleep. It is 5:30. So, since I've already fallen behind, I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of weeks, I decided to record this video. He's actually in his swing right now, and I'm using my computer because I didn't break. My nephew broke my camera while I was right after I gave birth. So sorry about the quality. I will show you a picture, but turning the computer around is just ridiculous. I'm pretty sure I have to go get him in 1 second. So I'm gonna try to make this a short video, not too long, and then hopefully I can record some other ones today. 1 second. So I was supposed to do a video introducing him, but obviously he wants to be in now. He's been a little fussy. We've been up since 3:30. Been up since 3:30. See if he'll look at the computer. Oh, he's cold. Say hi, Deuce. Say hi, Deuce. He's 2 weeks old as of yesterday. So we'll do a video on him after our labor and delivery story. You waving? Can you see yourself? Okay, so let's see. On July 13th, okay, so which was a Wednesday, I went to work, and I guess I was having contractions. You know, contractions, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but contractions don't necessarily bother me. So I believe I was having contractions at work. I worked 9:15 to 5:15 that day. And when I got off work at 5:15, I was like, oh, I think I felt a contraction. So all day while I was at work, they were 30 minutes apart. And when I got off, they jumped to 15 minutes apart, which isn't a big deal because that's still far. And according to my last doctor's appointment, which was at 38 weeks, which I did not make a video, so I do apologize for that, I was still only a centimeter and 50% effaced. So I wasn't expecting anything to happen. So I called my mom, and she told me to tell her when my contractions got closer together. So I came home and packed my hospital bag because, of course, I waited to the last minute. So I packed my hospital bag, and then I think they jumped to 10 minutes apart. And my mom I went to my mom's house. And, no, I didn't go to my mom's house. I was calling my mom. And every time I had a contraction, she told me to call her back. So they got to the point to where they were maybe 2 minutes apart. And that was at 10:30 at night. Now, mind you, when I had Taryn, I went to the hospital at maybe 9 o'clock p.m. and had Taryn by 1 a.m. So I was thinking that when I got to the hospital, it was going to be, like similar to Terrence. Like I wasn't going to be there that long. So anyway, I get there and they're like, oh, you're only 3.5 centimeters. That's not enough. So we'll come back and check you in an hour. So at 11:30, she came back and checked me. She said I still wasn't far enough. She did another hour. And they were like, oh, well, we can't send you home because you're contracting too close together. So I think at that time when I got admitted, it was 1:30 in the morning. And I was only at 4 centimeters. I contracted back to back all night. I did not go to sleep. And then, when you go to the hospital, you can't eat anything. So I was just eating ice chips. It was just ridiculous. So anyway, this little man took 12 hours. I was in labor for 12 hours. I got to the hospital at 10:30 p.m. He was born at 10:30 a.m. It was a long, contractuous, I don't know if that's even a word, but contractuous labor. But I pushed him out in one push. So this is Deuce. He was born at 10:30 a.m. on July 14th. So almost 5 days before, just like Taryn. Taryn was born 5 days before her actual due date. So he was born 6 days before his actual due date. And of course, I thought he was going to come earlier, obviously. He said, never mind. he's hungry, so I'm gonna try to end this. What else? We stayed in the hospital for a day, so I went home on Friday, which was nice because with Taryn we were in the hospital for 3 days, and that's just really too long. It besides the contractions coming back to back all night, it really wasn't that bad of a labor. Had a great support system. My niece was there, my sister, my mom, my dad. Taryn was there, but she was in the waiting room with my nephew and his dad and my other sister. So yeah. Only part that I do not like of labor is the actual pushing. So as I was pushing, I was like trying to close my legs. So I forgot who was holding my legs, but they held them open for me, and then I guess that's how it came out in one push. I did not tear, which is amazing because I tore with Taryn, and I think I had like maybe 3 or 6 stitches. I just can't remember. So I'm glad I didn't tear. And yeah, that's my labor and delivery story. It's not too in detail. Ooh, look at that. It's not too in detail. If you guys have questions, you can put them in the comment box below. I'll do a formal video on Deuce when he's not hungry. Maybe I can record that right now. But, yeah, I'll do a formal video. And then I will do my hospital bag because it's still over there in the corner. So I'll record that also. And, yeah. So that's it. Say bye-bye. You gotta say bye-bye? No? Okay. Bye. I hope you guys will have a good weekend. You should thumbs up this video. And if you haven't guessed and you would still like to be in the winning or in the